What is up, everybody? Welcome back. This week I wanted to answer a question that I've gotten a few times. I put the bold statement on my website that I can help people pay off debt up to 4 times faster than they were before me. And people have kind of said there's no way that's even possible. So I'm going to show you how I do that. So below me here is a graph or a chart, whatever, of a tool that I actually give to all of my clients who are struggling with this and want some help with it. And it's a very simple credit card payoff calculator. Now, if you look at your credit card statement, my numbers are going to be a little bit different because, well, they do a percentage for the minimum payment. So your minimum payment goes down over time. So that's why they say it'll take you 20, 30 years to pay your thing off. Where I say, well, if we can make the same minimum payment now and we just continue that minimum payment until it's paid off, it does it actually a lot quicker. So that's why it's not so dramatic as what your banks will show you. Now, in this instance, let's just, for argument's sake, say you've got a $10,000 credit card with a 22% interest rate, and that's really not unreasonable for a Platinum Rewards card or something like that, a Signature Rewards card. Any of those, they have a higher interest rate. That's how they give you the rewards. So the minimum payment on that, they calculate it as basically just over what the interest rate is per month. And so a 22% interest rate over 1 month is a little less than 2%. So $200 comes out to 2%, just over that. And that's how you kind of end up with your minimum payment. So in that scenario, you pay this off over, 11 and change years. And in the interest on $10,000 in total, you're paying $27,400, and $17,400 of that is interest. So that's a lot of extra money that you're just giving the bank for no reason, making the minimum payments. On the other hand, if we ramp that up, even $50, we cut 5 years off of the payments, and you save $9,000 in interest by paying an extra $50. If we go even further and we say let's make it an extra $100 on top of our payment. Well, now we've cut that down by, 6-7 years, and you've saved almost $12,000 in interest, right? And I'm not talking about break the bank numbers where I'm like, well, pay off $10,000 right now. I'm talking about going a little bit higher on your payment, and it makes a significant impact down the road. And at that speed, I mean, you're talking, if you can make an extra $50 payment, that's basically cutting that in half. If you make an extra $100 payment, it's cutting it in more than half, right? Now that's only twice as fast. So now you're going, John, how did you get to 4 times as fast? So what I actually did with this client was I told them to send me their credit card statements. Well, not the actual credit card statement, just the balance over the course of time. So, 4 or 5 years back, I didn't need every single month, give it to me so that I can just put points on a graph. And the way that they were paying it off and the way that most people end up dealing and using credit cards is the balance doesn't just go straight line down. It kind of goes like this, right? And you're kind of like paying it off and then buying more stuff, and you pay it off, and then Christmas comes, and then and you continue that pattern. And that's where they had a little bit of a sloping down, but it just wasn't going down. And that's where I said, look, if you continue this trend and I can run it forward, you're not going to pay this off basically ever. But if we implement this and you stop using that credit card, and all of the other things that I work on them with it are, working with inside of a budget and living within the means and trying not to use the credit cards because it wasn't working for them the way they thought it was. Congratulations on your points. There's a reason Visa has big, expensive buildings. It's because they are making a ton of money off of you. So don't do that. Don't give them your money. Keep it where you want it. We're going to reallocate how we're spending, and we're going to do it in a way that makes sense, both for you and your life, and to pay off these credit cards and make a real dent in them and make good progress along the way. And then what happens is, and the reason that it was actually more than 4 times faster, because psychologically along the way, you get beaten up and you go, it's just another drop in the bucket. I'll spend a little bit. I don't care whatever. I'm not paying it off tomorrow. And that's why it doesn't just go away, right? That's why you end up with these things forever. And that, in short-ish, is how I get people paying off debts up to and sometimes over 4 times faster than they were before me, because I look at their history and I go, this is not working for you and this is going to take forever. And we're going to make a plan that actually works, and I'm going to make you stick to it. And that is the impact that I make and help people crush debt. Eat it for breakfast. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend.